Story of Burkina Faso's president has escaped again another assassination attempt in an attempt to throw him and his government. Now, the unique thing about this incident is that for a number of times they have tried to make a coup d'etat, but the government of Burkina Faso has been so far able to identify them either prior to its happening or even to catch the people after it is, after the coup has been foiled. Now, in this case, there was a man that was caught distributing $8.2 million cash to soldiers, where the military of Burkina Faso, the government military of Burkina Faso, has handed out those full of luggage with safer currency to government treasury. And this is really something commendable and heroic act from the military. Here is what the Faso 7 TV, which is a state agency, has shared with the people in Burkina Faso. And this is for a number of times they have been trying to throw Ibrahim Traore and his administration so that, the previous colonizer will continue to loot the natural resources of Burkina Faso, just they have been trying what they have been doing in those countries that were French colonies. I mean, it's an irony to say that were French colonies because still they continue to be French colony, except Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, who has cut their ties with the former colonial power, France. Now, here is what the state media said, and I will try to translate that roughly.
De défense et de sécurité ont décliné un coût de milliards. Un projet de déstabilisation qui vaut 5 milliards de francs CFA. Eh bien, les soldats ont joué le jeu du porteur de ce projet de déstabilisation jusqu'à son interpellation. L'individu mal intentionné a donc été coincé finalement hier avec ses valises pleines de billets de banque. On découvre les faits avec Bienvenue dans ça.
C'est une affaire digne d'un film de fiction qui révèle une fois de plus jusqu'où de sinistres individus et leurs mentors sont prêts à aller pour assouvir leur soif de déstabilisation du pays afin de s'aimer le chaos pour de sombres intérêts. Il y a quelques jours de cela, un individu entre en contact avec des soldats et leur propose un marché juteux. Des actions de déstabilisation contre une très forte somme d'argent. Les éléments rendent compte immédiatement à leurs supérieurs. Instruction leur est donnée de jouer le jeu. Marché conclu, assuré de la bonne marche de son funeste projet et convaincu de sa réussite, l'individu en question mobilise la somme promise et la remise effective se fait ce vendredi 8 novembre. Plusieurs grosses valises bourrées de billets de banque. Le montant total donne le tournis. 5 milliards de francs CFA. Au moment de la remise, l'individu au funeste dessein découvre qu'il est dans la nasse. Trop tard. L'argent est remis ici au trésor en attendant d'en savoir davantage sur son origine.
Vous le savez, les terroristes depuis
Yeah, so as you have seen, that money, which is around 5 billion CFA, this is a currency that actually France has created for these 14 countries in West Africa and Central Africa and part of Northwest Africa, who were French colonies, so that it was able, France continues to control these countries. And not only that, in the colonial tax pact that they have signed during the so-called independence of those 14 countries, that they have to keep that money, their national reserve in France, in this currency. So instead of managing 14 countries' currency, it makes sense for France, to create one currency for these countries. Now, there is like for up from 400 to 500 billions of dollar that France gets by having these national reserves of these countries in its own banks. They have to keep that money in France. I don't know if Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger has already stopped that, but they are already, the talk is in progress between these three Sahel Alliance states to change that currency and replace it in their own. I mean, they have done so far really big things and have canceled many of those colonial tax pacts. I think there are 11 components in it, and I think maybe 8 to 10 of it have been already removed by this country. So with this CFA at around 5 billion, which is $8.2 million in cash. And that now all money in luggage, as you have seen it, is, given to the government treasury. It's really, really sad, and at the same time, we really have to appreciate the Burkina Faso's military and security network with their intelligence and the people, all of it, and the government for continuing to identify such threats and control them in advance, and being able also to foil such coups and to protect their leader, because it's not the first time that an assassination has been attempted against Captain Ibrahim Traore. One thing that I would like to bring to your attention is that there's a very, very striking similarity between previous Pan-African leaders, the independence leader of Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso and Ibrahim Traore. They both came, to power around the same age, and you have seen that the first thing that they have done is to cut their ties with France. The ideology is more or less the same. It's all about food self-reliance and to anti-imperialism, to cut that tie with France, not with the people of France, but with the government, with the system, and really to be able, self-reliant in every way, whether it's in food or in production, in security, in economy. That has been their priority for both Thomas Sankara and also now for Captain Ibrahim Traore. The way also Captain Ibrahim Traore operates is that, he has seen what happened to, of course, Thomas Sankara, and many things are happening really in fast forward. He came to power in 2022, and look at what he has achieved. They both are allying also with Russia, and now more so, of course, for Ibrahim Traore. And he has achieved a lot of things in 2 years, in more than 2 years, let's say. For Thomas Sankara, he did not get to live, to be in power for so long, or even live his life for so long while he is in power. But he has done so much for the days that he has been a president or a leader of Burkina Faso. And they also both, they center, their focus on women and children and agriculture. They're both religious in their own respective ways. And they're also in their rank in the army. It's a lot of striking similar. I really, really hope that now this time the Burkinabe people has taken a lesson and continue to protect their leader, because we have seen, another striking similarity is that now France is always using, or as the West is always using, our own people to remove our own leaders, or whatever, sabotaging what is really beneficial to the people of Africa, and especially to those leaders who are not bowing to the Western system. So this time, really, we expect from the Burkinabes that they protect Captain Ibrahim Traore at any cost, because he's not now just a leader of Burkina Faso. He's a leader that many Africans at home and in the diaspora, that they look up to him. They look up to also General Abdurrahman Tiani of Niger, Captain Assim Goita, Colonel Assim Goita of Mali. So we really hope all the best. At the same time, we congratulate the military of Burkina Faso for doing such a heroic act in catching, these people who are trying to sabotage where the country is thriving, which is to be independent economically. Thank you very much again for tuning in. We apologize for previous live streaming in which, it was cut after, I think, 2.5 minutes. So here you have the full of it. And let us know in the comment section, what do you think of this? Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, share the video with others, give it a like. You may support us through our PayPal accounts, which you can find it in the description section. I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.